welcome back, y'all. We are back to do 2 brand new binders that we are bringing on board. One you saw the other day, but we did change a little bit in that binder. I'm going to show you what's going on in that binder. This first one is a binder that I actually keep in my little leather backpack. It's like a little Yoda baby leather backpack. And with that being said, the trackers that I'm going to show you in here are going to be on our Etsy shop this week, y'all. We are getting our Etsy shop up and open. We're hoping to get that done today so we can at least get the 2 sets of trackers in there today or tomorrow at the latest. With that being said, obviously, you know, the shop is going to start out really small, and on a weekly basis, we're just going to continue to add more and more. Now, we are doing A6 size trackers. We will be doing full sets of savings challenges in the 8.5 by 11 as well. I'm also looking at doing the packs, and some of the items we will list singly as trackers. I've been told on my channel here that some people may just want a couple of the trackers, but this is one that actually is going to be listed as a set for y'all, and it is the weekly spinning. So y'all know this is an A6 binder. I don't want to show this side of the binder because it has all my cards and things of that nature in there, and I've also got my passport in here. But what I do want to show you is the trackers that we made, and this is for the weekly spending. Now, the first one obviously has my Aldi quarter in there that we need to keep in at all times. Our first one is gas, y'all. And let me show you what we have to spend into this binder today. We got 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. $90 this week coming up for the entire week, and that is what we're going to do. So the first one is gas, y'all. These trackers will be available again on our Etsy shop this week. So $50 is going into gas. The reason for this is what I use for Uber. And Uber's expensive. I got to pick up Danya 5 days a week from swimming, from school. They do not have an activity bus no more, so they don't bring them home. They haven't had an activity bus in over a year now, almost a year and a half. So I do have to pick her up on a weekly basis. My ex-husband pays $25, I pay $25, and that is how we're doing it. But these little dashboards here that we have here is just to show you that this is a envelope for gas. The next one is groceries. We are not putting anything in groceries, y'all. We have decided we are doing a no spend for groceries this last week and this week together because we're eating out of our preps downstairs. But this is for groceries, and what I'm going to be doing is allotting the $200 per week for groceries when it comes to a 4-week month. Now this month coming up in April is going to be a 5-week month. So we'll end up allotting $1,000, but y'all, we ain't going to spend nowhere near $1,000. A new one for me is spending, and it's not something I normally do, but y'all, we have a gas station across the street, 3 houses down from us, and Danya likes to go down there quite a bit. Much higher price. We don't go there that often, but she likes to go down there when she can get time to go down there, and she's got a little bit of money on her spending card. So $10 is going into here. It's not only for just anything for spending for me, for the kids, whatever, but it's just a spending category. So spending is our next category. Next one that I always tell you, don't do, but you know, every once in a while, it might be okay as a treat, is eating out. Because I do know there's a lot of people who still would like to eat out and still do and use that as a treat method. So eating out is going to get a 10. Now these envelopes, I was thinking about maybe not rolling them over, but I think depending on what we're doing for the month and how we're doing and how much money we're spending will determine whether I'm going to roll over these categories or not. So $10 went into eating out. Outings is something that I told y'all we're going to be picking up on doing. We're a bunch of homebodies with the exception of Danya. She's kind of the social butterfly of the house. Us other 3 are very okay to be in the house. We're not much social butterflies, but it wouldn't hurt me to take the kids out now and then again. $10 doesn't really get us anywhere, but that is what I am putting in for this week, and this is an envelope that I will be rolling over. I will not be pulling the money and setting aside for sure. So there we go. We've got outings. Our last one is buffer, and y'all, everybody can use a buffer because if something goes over, the last thing that you want to do is not have enough money. So if I go over in groceries by $10 or whatever, this is one that will also be rolling over for right now as well. Then I'll have the extra $10 this week. If I go over in spending and I need this extra $10, then that's what I have. Now these trackers I made a little bit smaller. Yes, they fit in the A size envelope, But let me show you. I did make them a little bit smaller, y'all, because I want them to fit comfortably in the A6 envelope without having to be bent to fit inside there. I don't really like that method per se. I know they fit snugly, but these are really good the way that they fit. And I kind of like it like this. I like it just a little bit smaller than a full-on A6 size. So it gives it a little room to move around, I know, but I like them this way. So this is our spending money for this coming week, which is March, y'all. So I cannot believe we're almost in April. So that is for this week. And then let's move into our next binder, which is also going to be one of our packs that we're going to be selling on Etsy as well. The one that I just showed you is going to be weekly spending. And this one here is going to be getting ahead, y'all. So we need to get ahead in our veritable spending as well. So you're going to see pretty much the same categories because that was veritable spending that I have here. This is a veritable spending pack, and this is our veritable spending week pack. I'm sorry. Let me get that straight. That's for the weekly, and this is trying to get ahead because getting ahead never hurts anybody. And if you can throw a couple of bucks here and there, trust me, it will add up. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. We have $35 to put into this. These are going to be lower denominations for the most part because this is just me trying to get ahead in the same categories that I showed you here, but there's one additional category in this one that I didn't show you, and this is why I want to come back and show you this pack. This is also gas, which will lead to Uber for right now until my husband gets here and we get our vehicle, then it will lead to gas. All right, groceries. Never hurts to get ahead in groceries. And y'all know that I have money down for my preps, but it doesn't matter. I still need to get ahead in groceries. It never hurts. Next one is spending. That would be a really nice category for us to get a hold of and get ahead on. Because we don't do very much spending, y'all. I mean, we do, but we don't. We don't do a lot of spending on the weekly basis like a lot of people do. We don't have expense sheets that are absolutely filled. But you know what? It's nice to get ahead when you can. Next one is eating out. Eating out is extraordinarily expensive, so any little extra that we can do to get ahead on eating out for maybe something that is on a spur of the moment. I decide I want to take my kids out and do something food-wise. Y'all know they love Golden Corral, so it wouldn't hurt to get ahead on that. Our next one is outings. Again, something that can be rather expensive depending on where you want to go. So $5 is going into outings. $5 into buffer because you need a buffer in every binder, in my personal opinion. So we got buffer. And then our last one, I didn't put a category name on it yet, but I had my son make this one up as well. And just so y'all know, I'm giving credit to my son, Philip, because he made all these trackers, y'all. I mean, can you really think that this blind person over here can sit down and do trackers? No, y'all, I can't see them, but my son can. So this one is just a blank one that I'm giving you guys as well. It's got a line up there so that you can write your own title in case you have a category that you would like in a veritable spending situation that you would like to be able to get ahead on as well. And so we don't have a category for this one just yet, but when we do, I'll let you know. And we are putting $5 in this one as well. So this one is going to be our veritable spending, getting ahead binder. And that's what we have today, y'all. So let me just recap real quick. This is our weekly veritables pack that we'll have. And this is going to be our 1 month ahead veritable pack. The binders are not included. The envelopes are not included. I am not including those at this time, but here within the next month or so, I will give the option for binders and envelopes if you guys would like. Now, I am not doing labels currently right now, and I'm not doing trackers just yet. It may be something that I open in the future for sure, but for right now, we're just getting our feet wet in Etsy just to see how things go. So questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, just leave them in the comment section down below, and we will let you know here this week what the name of our Etsy shop is, and we will make sure that when we have that open for you guys to pick up these tracker sets if you would like, we will make sure that you have a link for that shop as well in the description box this week. All right, y'all, we're out of here.